Good morning all. So we continue our lecture 5.1. This is lecture 5.1. Already we have completed 1A. So this is 1B. In 1A we have talked about the need of truing and dressing. What is truing, what is dressing, and how conventional wheels are dressed and trued. In this particular 5.1b, we will be talking about truing and dressing of super abrasive wheel. Before we start, one thing I need to mention that truing and dressing of super abrasive wheel is much more difficult and much more expensive, and that is one of the reason we have, or the industry is trying to go in some other direction, which we have discussed earlier, but today it will reinforce the idea that was given to you earlier. So let us see how super abrasive wheels are trued or dressed. Super abrasive wheels are typically resin bonded or metal bonded. However, you also have vitrified bonded only CBN wheel. So when we discuss typically super abrasive wheel, we will assume they are resin bonded. This is your grinding wheel and this is the truing wheel. This is the truing wheel. This is typically silicon carbide wheel, and this is a sacrificial wheel. During truing or dressing, gradually this diameter of this one would go away, would reduce. So what is happening? This is rotating at NS. This is not positively driven. This is not positively driven. That means this is not mounted on any motor. This is simply mounted on a spindle. So as you go on doing the dressing operation, this is positive, this is frictionally driven. However, on this side there is a centrifugal brake. So as the rotational speed of this brake controlled spindle increases, the centrifugal brake will enlarge and clamp on the brake shoe, and this VB and VS would not be the same. So there would be a slip velocity. Because of that slip velocity, there would be truing action or cutting action imparted by silicon carbide on this. This silicon carbide would not be able to machine the diamond grits. What it would be able to machine is the resin bond or the metal bond, and by machining the bonds, it will try to remove the eccentricity. It will not do anything to the grits. The grits will become loose, the eccentric portion, the grits will become loose and it will come out. So this is called brake controlled truing device of a super abrasive wheel. These brake control truing devices are rather expensive. You have to have a silicon carbide wheel whose diameter goes on reducing very fast. So this process are time consuming and expensive. Let us see a video of brake control dressing. So as you can see, I'll explain it. First, let us have a look at the video. The video is rather short. Okay. At this stage, it is better to annotate. So this particular one, this one is your silicon carbide dressing or truing wheel. This is mounted on this spindle. This spindle is not driven by a motor. Rather, the spindle is mounted on a centrifugal brake. We are truing the face of a grinding wheel. This is the grinding wheel which is rotating in this particular direction. This is not rotating. When this is in touch, this rotates by friction drive and there is a brake control. So VR, VS and VB, they would not be same. There would be a slip velocity. Other than that, this has to be given a feed in this direction and it has to be reciprocated in this direction. So from this handle, this eddy can be given and there is another handle with which this reciprocation can be given. In this way, the face of a grinding wheel, this is showing a face being trued. Even the periphery of a grinding wheel can be trued. So this is a diamond wheel, possibly a metal bonded diamond wheel, which is being brake control trued, but it is not the periphery of the wheel, it is a face because it is a cup type grinding wheel. What is the other? This is a particular dressing technique which is for CBN wheel. This CBN wheel is vitrified bonded. Vitrified bonded CBN wheels are rather easy to dress and that's the reason they are becoming popular. They are dressed with a diamond disc dresser. This is the diamond disc dresser. This diamond disc dresser is positively driven. That means they are not frictionally driven. It is driven by a motor. And as because it is driven by a motor, it can be either driven in this direction where Vs vector and Vr vector they oppose, or it can be driven in this particular direction where the Vs vector and Vr vector are in the same direction. Okay, so this can be done and there has to be a slip velocity which would enable truing and dressing. This is the engagement. So this is AR and this is moving in this direction with a lathe of SD which will give rise to a velocity of Vd. And this SD is, please remember, this is millimeter per revolution of the grinding wheel. It has got nothing to do with what is the speed of the dressing disc. So it is millimeter per revolution of the grinding wheel. So in this way, this kinematics is very similar to transverse cylindrical grinding, if you recall. So this is used. Now let us have a look at another one where dressing or truing of diamond wheel is done by a driven silicon carbide wheel. If we go back, this was not a driven wheel, this was brake controlled. This was the video of brake controlled dressing technique. This is a driven dressing technique of vitrified CBN using a diamond disc. However, diamond grinding wheels can also be dressed using driven wheels, but in that particular case, driven wheels or dressers are rotary silicon carbide wheels and they are sacrificed for dressing or truing the diamond wheel. Let us have a look at the video. So this is dressing of a diamond wheel with a driven silicon carbide dressing wheel. So this is once again a face truing operation. Please look at the motions. What are the motions here? Let us annotate. Then you will be able to see. This is the grinding wheel. This is the silicon carbide dresser. This grinding wheel is rotating in this direction. This being driven, this is the motor this is the motor 1 which is driving this. This is driven by motor 1. This is the grinding wheel which is driven by motor 2. So grinding wheel is driven by motor 2. So this can be either driven in this direction or it can be driven in this direction. This is NS, this is NR, that is the rotary motion of the dresser. Furthermore, this particular table can reciprocate because there was a reciprocation in this, and this table can be fed in this direction to give AR. This reciprocation will give VD, which will lead to SD. Once again, I will remind you, SD is millimeter lead revolution of the grinding wheel. It is not revolution of the dresser. That must be understood. Okay, so this is one way where dressing and truing of diamond wheel is being done with driven silicon carbide wheel. Driven means it is positively driven by a motor. Last one is truing dressing of a super abrasive wheel. This is a silicon carbide, this is a CBN wheel. Let us see how it is trued and how then it is dressed. So truing is being done with a driven silicon carbide wheel. So very similar to the previous one. This video is coming from another source. So he is starting the motor, and you can see two wheels. One is a dresser, another one is the grinding wheel. I think I will stop it here. Yeah, and I'll annotate a bit. So this is your grinding wheel. This is your silicon carbide dresser. This is rotating in this direction. This is rotating in this direction. This was reciprocating, and furthermore there must have been a AD in this direction. So this is SD, this is AD, this is VR, this is VS, sorry, NS, NR, and this NR could have been in the other direction as well. That possibility was also there. I do not know how to get rid of this annotation. Yes, erase all, then we can go back to the video and have a look. So this is, he is not dressing, he is truing it, and after that the dressing thing will come. During this truing process, whatever you can see, the dust is coming out. It is not coming out from not much, and this is what I am calling at glazing. After this truing, as you can see, these grinding grids are no longer protruded enough so that they can participate in the cutting operation. They are no longer protruded enough. So dressing has to be done so that it becomes open. So let us continue. So this is a glazed wheel, what we call as a glazed wheel. So now it is dressing of the wheel, CBN wheel, with a silicon carbide dressing stick. So they are using a dressing stick for doing this. Several passes are required. So this is the silicon carbide dressing stick that he is holding with his hand and rubbing against this so that he can eat away the bond material, and gradually the grids are exposed and it becomes sharp. So here, as you can see, the same wheel, the grids have become exposed, and now it is open and you would be able to form chips. That is, proper grinding would be possible. The last one is interesting. We not only do grinding on flat surfaces, we also do profile grinding. So for profile grinding, once the grinding wheel has been manufactured, it has to be provided with a profile, and providing a profile on a super abrasive wheel is the most time and resource consuming activity. So let us see how it is being done. Here it is being done by a rotary dresser. So once again, it is a silicon carbide dresser. Now, by now you have understood which one is the dresser. The one which is reciprocating is the dresser, and gradually it is trying to impart a given profile which is being projected on a computer screen taken by a camera. This is a very tedious process. This can take hours to provide the full profile geometry. This is a very, very tedious process, and this way the truing is being done. Once the truing has been done, then dressing has to be done on the same wheel, and this being so time consuming and resource consuming, this particular methodology is not becoming very popular, or it is becoming less popular day by day. So this has given rise to the use of single or monolayer grinding wheel, because in case of single or monolayer grinding wheel, this particular shape you can obtain by turning operation, and on that you can simply embed the single layer of grinding grits very easily. That I have not explained the technology of it, but at least theoretically I have explained the possibility. Thank you so much. That concludes our lecture number 5.2b. We will meet again soon for 5.2c. Thank you.